Hello, everybody, and welcome to WARNO League Season 3. We are in the third season, and it's going to be hot, guys. WARNO League Season 3 will have a lot of stuff to offer, and before we go in, I can't close this down, and yep, WARNO League Season 3, before we go into the group reveal stage, let's have a look on the couple of changes that we did to the format in the rule set. So, for all of you new to this, WARNO League is a really interesting tournament format that has been growing over the last 3 years, developing out of the Steel Division 2 League format, and it's kind of trying to be a classic esports tournament and also following the rules of like a league system similar to what you know from European football. So there is 4 divisions based on 4 different skill levels, and players can move up and down based on performance and how they play. And yeah, you can sign up for each league. Obviously, it doesn't always quite work out because we have to work with the pool that signs up. So sometimes a player can, for example, if they perform really well, they can skip from Division 4 to Division 2. We will see that here today as well. But new players will start in Division 4, where they will face other players that are newer to the game and that are playing a bit more casual. And Division 1 is where the top players are. And to get in there, you have to qualify through good performance in Division 2. And all of that stays the same, with a group stage of groups of 4 to 5 players. And then the top 2 of each group get into the playoff stage, where we have single elimination, round of 8, semifinals, finals. And that has not changed since last season. We have the exact same number of players as last season as well, 76 players in this league season, 16 players in Division 1, 20 in Division 3, 2, 3, and 4. We changed a bit the match setup and the rules around here, though, to adjust for, first of all, new maps and the map pool changes to the rank pool. Like, trying to stay close to the rank pool was always what we tried to do here. Sometimes we had to increase it a bit because the map pool was really small, especially last season. We had to fill in a couple of other maps. This time around, thanks to the rank reset last week, which came perfectly, even though I didn't communicate that with Eugen, but it was perfect timing. We now have 11 maps in the rank pool. And that is a really good number, and that is a great rank pool, map pool to also use for the tournament. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Those rank pool maps that we currently have is the map pool here. The map ban system has been changed a bit, but it's 2 bans per player. Then player 1 picks 1 map for the first game. Player 2 picks out of the remaining that is unbanned and unpicked. So out of the 5 maps away, so out of the remaining 6 in game 2, player 2 picks 1. Picks and bans have been slightly adjusted as well. We have added 5th ban. This is not quite up to date. I just changed that. But yeah, it's player 1 banning 1 division, player 2 banning 3 divisions, and then player 1 banning 1 more division. Then player 2 picks, and then player 1 gets the counter pick. It's 5 bans. That's 1 more ban than last season, going up from 4 to 5 to adjust for Norfolk, trying to stay somewhat close to the percentage of divisions banned that we had before. Before it was 14%, now it's 13%. Goal long term with the league is trying to reach 10% divisions banned, but a bit more variety for that. Currently, having a slightly higher number is fine. I just don't want to get into an overly complex banning system because that's complex for new players. Also, I don't want to ban all the meta divisions. Like, that's not what this tournament is about. We want to see high level play, and the meta is part of that. If we want to have a terrible division tournament, we can have that, but that's not what League is all about. So having too many bans there is not going to work out. Plus, with a really varied map pool, I do believe the picks will be more varied as well. So I don't fear that we will see the same 3 divisions all the time after the 5 bans, because I don't think, first of all, the divisions are that imbalanced at the moment. All information I have suggests that balance at the moment is actually pretty good. even for the OP divisions, and like 56 and so on, and those will be banned most likely. So with the remaining, the picks and bans should be quite interesting. So yeah, this is the picks and bans setup that we have here. Yep, we also have a matcherino page, guys. If you want to support the tournament, you can do so via matcherino. The link is here. There is a click contribute button, claim code button here up again, where you can put free money into the prize pool without you paying anything. All sponsored through matcherino. 25 cents per click that go into the prize pool and to the players in the end. And now, with that out of the way as well, let's get into the groups. And that is not quite what I... Okay, let's start with Division 3 then. I have to fix Division 4 in a second. And okay, so Division 3, Group A. We have a couple of known faces. Or we have one specifically known face to the WARNO League pool of players. That is Farid Akamedi, previously known as Farid Rommel, our super well-known previous Division 1, Steel Division 2 player. Not having quite found his footing in WARNO yet, but always interested in getting better in RTS and getting better in WARNO as well. So Farid is back again. It's great to see him here. And yeah, always great to see our Iranian part of the community showing up. They are lovely folks. And yeah, good to see Farid here around once more. Warden, SAS, Hello Computer, and FatKid, all pretty new players. Though the grouping in Division 3 is pretty tight. Like, they're all around slightly above 50% to slightly below 60% win rate, like all in the 50s. All around rank 200 something to rank 500 something in the previous ranked season and so on. So all pretty close grouping there. And I really think that Division 3 should be a pretty tight one. We have Eclipse, CHR Propaganda, Cheeky Preaky, 3-6, and Ludi here in Group B. That's our American group here. This is our Eastern group, basically, with players from time zone 3+. As always, with the league group stages, with WARNO, we try to put people into time zone groups so that they can find games and organize games a bit easier. And yeah, that's exactly what happens here. Group B, Eclipse, CHR Propaganda, Cheeky Preaky, 3-6, and Ludi getting in here. And yeah, CHR, well-known face, has helped out a lot before. Eclipse has played 3 leagues by now, I believe, and a couple of other tournaments around. Cheeky Preaky has been around in Steel Division and WARNO for a long while as well. So that is quite nice. 3-6 has been there last season too, and is an active community member. The only new face here is Ludi, so it will be interesting to see how Ludi performs. And yeah, then we move to a European group here with Sneaky, The Helen, Marxist Conspiracy, LaRanger, and Bloody Knight. So Bloody Knight, the latest sign up to the league, just coming in hot today, a couple of minutes ago, because I needed a slot to fill, because I did not quite recognize till earlier today that we had a couple of double signups that signed up with 2 different names. And yeah, all Matt signing up with 2 different Discord names, because one is the one that he has in the Discord, one is the one that is his real Discord name. So yeah, and I just realized that today, so we needed another player. Bloody Knight coming up there real hot, thanks to Bloody Knight, and thanks to the Ukrainian WARNO community for helping out here, getting him online. This is Division 3. WARNO Season 3, Division 3. So yeah, you are in Div 3, Cheeky here, with CHR, Eclipse, 3-6, and Ludi. And yeah, we have Bloody Knight, Ranger, Marxist Conspiracy, The Helen, pretty active player in the last seasons, has been on a break since then, but I'm pretty interested to see how The Helen comes back. Sneaky did show some really solid footing last season as well. The Ranger I just played with yesterday. I think the Ranger has a good shot here for this group as well. And yeah, I'm really interested to see how our latest signup performs. And then in Group D, we have a couple of well-known names, or two here on the bottom. I won the Internet and Lijek. I won being around, especially in Steel Division 2. Lijek has been around in WARNO and Steel Division 2, all over the place, Division 2, Division 3 in the past as well. And then three known new names, Kamal, Zushi, Z Zalom, and EMV. So a really good mix here in Division 3 of known faces and new players. And that's always where Division 3 becomes interesting, because that's the up-and-comer, and like, usually that's where future Division 1 players are born. And it's really interesting to see how that all performs and how the new players can hold up against the well-known players. If we will have a Cheeky Preaky versus Lijek final, or if the new players here can show up and really put them down. And yeah, that's going to be interesting. When it comes to to Division 4, I just messed up there. But we can go through the groups nonetheless by the list here, because it's ordered. So we will have Drago on Adderall, Sasuke Sun, and yeah, the Division 4. That's where the new players go. All players there having 50% or lower win rate in ranked, and some of them having not played ranked at all, but all interested in getting into competitive WARNO. That's always the great thing. Division 4 is where the new players come around. And yeah, we have here some European and some American groups for the most part as well. Ziki being our only East Asian sign up here, or yeah, from Indonesia. Yeah, I hope we can recruit more Asian players in the future again. A bit lower than average currently, the signups here. Obviously, always a bit problematic with the language barrier, but we still have a good couple, but not as many as we had in some of the previous seasons. So that's for sure something for me to improve on in the future, but quite nice anyway. And yeah, here we go. And then we come to Division 4 here with Dragotongo on Adderall, Sasuke-san, Von Iglius, and Rebel Gizmo here in Group 1. And Group 2 is Quicksilver Gaming, Bad Reki, two streamers / YouTube content creators trying to get their footing into WARNO and into competitive play as well. Three Cats in the trench coat, we have seen last season as well. Really interesting gameplay there. Lodia again, and it's over here as Group 2. So our American group there. Then our Eastern group here with Zeke, Zindi, Sadia, Zadistria Domi, Smile, and June. And then another American / British group here with Jake, Albert Green, Cam Warrior, Panda Poots, and Termi 385. So a couple of known names. Cam Warrior has been here. Smile, Cindy, and Three Cats. They all got their first footing last season. Didn't quite make it out of group stage, so it will be interesting to see if they can step it up a bit this season and make it out of group stage in Division 4. And then obviously all the new names here. Will be interesting to see how they all perform, especially the ones that haven't played much 1v1 yet. And having some experience there obviously is always helpful, and always great to get these guys motivated and in there into the fight. So yeah, let's see how this all goes and see how these 20 guys here will come out. As I said, currently I think I changed it back out, unfortunately, from groups to just single elimination, and that's how this ended up being. So I will fix that later. But the guys are in order, so groups can be seen there basically by the listing. So that brings us to Division 2, where we start with Group A, where we have Krief, Pasta, Koch, AM Doozy, and Joker. So yeah, Krief and Pasta pushing up here now. into Division 2. Pasta running through there. Also, will be an interesting match here between our two troll guys. Yeah, Kriya versus Pasta. Gonna be a fun one. Looking forward to that. Not gonna lie. Koch, Mduzi, and Joker, all veterans as well. Like, I don't believe there's a new player in Division 2. No, there is with in Group D. The open slot has to be filled in a second. That's where my mishap happened, where I still have to fill in a name. But yeah, Group D is actually the new group. Group A has Kriya, Pasta, Koch, Mduzi, and Joker. Group B, MG Blair, Edbit, Allmat, or I'm a Valoraro. I'm gonna go with Allmat for the casts. Don't you worry, guys. Susping coming in here, and Axis. So, veteran players here from all around as well. And it's gonna be interesting to see how the players that take a bit of a break will come back, and how the different players coming from different directions, like Kriya and Pasta coming from lower divisions, and players like Medi coming from Division 1 in the past, Joker, how they will perform against each other. Group B here, a really competitive one as well, with these 5 guys. And then in Group C, we have our nearly fully German group, with our 1 Swedish player in there. We could have made it completely German with Susping in there, but I decided against that. I just wanted to have a bit of mix in there. But Medi, Vero, Tanner, Jasp, and Chesk in here in Group C. And then Group D, we have our Americans plus Ghost Dragon. So it's Ghost Dragon, Jeremy, Nocturna, Bendover, and Potato. I stumble on the name right now. I have to fill that open slot, because yeah, that's why I had all met twice. And yeah, that's the slot that opened up again. But we have that filled now with Potato. Division Season 3. I will be able to say the name in a second. I just forgot to change it up in the matcherino here. But yeah, that's Division Season 3, Division 3 2 here. And the player Grand Potato it is. I was searching for the second word before there. Grand Potato is in here in group in Division 2 as Group D member. So pretty wild mix here. Yeah, there's a couple of interesting rivalries here as well. I believe these players have played each other a couple of times before in the past. Obviously, Group A with Pasta versus Kriyev. And yeah, going to be interesting to see how all these players perform. And Tanner always really performing insanely well in Division 2, not performing so well in Division 1. Usually was able to stay alive decently in Division 1, but yeah, we'll see how it goes here in Division 2. Or never quite making it out into playoffs in Division 1, but in Division 2 that could change. And yeah, the other Medi, also same thing. Like his jokester playstyle not quite working out in Division 1, but it is super scary in Division 2. A Ghost Dragon, really strong Steel Division player, so it will be interesting to see how well all of that performs over here. Fellow streamer here with Jeremy. A good couple of content creators here as well, with Joker, with Aimdoozy. So yeah, that is pretty hot. And then we come to the final division, and that is Division 1. And as I said, Division 1, 16 players, just as last season. And we have a couple of Division 2 players from last season going up, including Snow Wolfie. Couple of old veterans returning, like Lathan's here in Group A. And then a couple of long-term Division 1 sitters. Gardar, Sotek, Golden Panzer, 30 coming up as Division 2 winner last season. Dark Newton coming up from Division 2 as well. Homelander is around. Scuff. And Pibet, San Lingua Franca, or Cyrillus Gunter. Vo and Fortitude fans here in Group C, our American group. Pibet coming up as the 4th player from Division 2 from last season. So all Division 2 players that performed well, got into the semifinals last season, are here now in Division 1. And then the Group D, a pretty strong one as well. Procomi, Tiberius, Stahl, and Stardek. So, tough one for Stahl for sure, once more. But it's gonna be interesting to see how that all performs. No team and sign up this season, unfortunately. So, but yeah. Yeah, Stardek will get strong opponents here. We'll see. Stardek always up there for surprises. Can always make one of the big one tumble, so that would be interesting. And hey, Jacob. Season turnover usually all 3 months. We had a bit of a longer break now because January was a bit busier than expected, and I'm traveling a bit in the next couple of weeks, and I didn't want to travel in the playoff stage, so I pushed League a bit further back than originally planned. Like originally planned, it would have started in February, but then we would have had the playoff stage now, and I'm starting traveling next week for 2 weeks, so I wouldn't be able to cover the finals and semifinals as well, so that wouldn't have worked out well, so I pushed it all back a bit. But yeah, usually it's all 3 months, 3.5 months. And yeah, the matcherino page is not quite the correct one. But hot damn. Hot damn. Bedrecky and Steven coming in with $50 each. So we are already up here to $100 and a good $102.75. Thanks to all of you guys smashing the claim code button as well. Much appreciated. And yeah. So hot damn. That is going well. And yep, this is going to be interesting. I'm really interested to see how the Division 2 players from last season perform. Golden Panzer, Snow Wolfie, Pibet, and Dark Neutron. I'm also really interested to see how our tournament winners from previous tournaments like Tiberius, Procomi, and Homelander will work out. And if our meta-defining ranked monsters like Fortitude fans and co can step up and maybe win there as well. And how our like early days strong opponent of Lathan's, who was missing last season, is stepping up again. If Lathan still has it in him, or if the washed up old players like Lathan's, like Stardek, are not quite up for the task anymore. I will set up the Fantasy League later tonight. I because of all the name changes and so on, I wasn't able to get that done because the link to what? The link to the groups? Yes. And yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. I'm really hyped. League season 3 should be really great. We have a good bracket here. The Division 3 looks really interesting. Like stats wise, it might be the closest league so far. At least Division 2, 3, 4. And even Division 1 looks pretty stacked in my eyes. But yeah, like Division 4, the players are all really close together from the stats that, at least that I had at sign up. Division 3, same thing. And Division 2, I don't see any super obvious favorites, and I believe every of the groups has a good setup for being competitive as well. So pretty excited for all of this, and looking forward to how it goes. If the guys coming down go back up, or if we will have new players for Division 1 next season. Yeah, Pasta La Vista guy is absolutely great. I'm pretty sure you have no connection whatsoever to him. Yeah. And yeah, Golden Pants are really, really going up there now. That's gonna be hot. Pakistan represent. And yeah, Dark Neutron having a couple of players closer to him, time zone wise. Though no other Down Under players this time around, which is a bit of a shame. So Dark Neutron only player from New Zealand Down Under area, as a New Zealander living in Down Under. And yeah, Pivot, the American group staying strong. It's always Division 1, always having one American group is quite nice. Yeah, it's 1/4 is a good ratio, and we usually always have that. It's if I think about it. So yeah, bit of a shame that we don't have T-Men, but hey, that would have destroyed those 4 signups. Would have ruined one of those, and would have put them into a European group. So all fine, right? Yeah. And this is a strong group as well. I'm really looking forward to how Homelander performs in League, because he mostly played in the 1-day tournament so far, and obviously he's an absolute ladder monster. But League format, we'll see how that goes out. So yeah. Yeah, Leifens is washed, but not so washed that he can't fix that. And Leifens still has all the stats, so Leifens just needs to get that out of the way, and then Leifens will be absolutely back in business. That's the thing. Like, I don't think Leifens' washedness currently will stop him here if he prepares a decent bit. So yeah. Well, Berlin got buffed a bit lately, right, Pasta? So you might be able to do it. You might be able to do it with the little guns. And yeah, don't expect anybody to ban that division at the moment against you either. So maybe if they're player 2, but we'll see. But yeah, with the autocannon vehicle slightly buffed and so on, maybe Berliner Gruppierung, no, Berlin Command can do it. And then Group B, yeah, I'm really excited for this, guys. I hope you are as well. And yep, we will cast this a lot over the next couple of days. You will see it on other channels as well. All of you guys who are playing in the league, or all of you other content creators, if you're interested in covering it, feel free to go for it. Just let me know so that we maybe can set it up a bit who is covering what. But yeah, as I said, I will be traveling a bit in the next couple of weeks. I will try to cover a couple of games nonetheless. But as I won't have super much time, I won't be able to cover much in the next 2 weeks. But after that, I will be back and for the final weeks of group stage and then the playoff stage, and obviously fully cover that. So I'm really excited for WARNO League Season 3 here. I think it will be a lot of good content and a lot of good games. And yep, this is WARNO League here. Super excited. Hope to see you all there. Thanks for all the support here, guys. And yeah, let's get that going. And yep, I will send you over to that other tournament. That is sounding pretty good. North American Grand Finals. That is also maybe a good show of what's going to happen. Fortitude fans versus Pro Commie. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's send you there. And Yep. See you later tonight for a bit of WARNO ranked again. Until then, have a nice evening.